Hey there everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Block Tim coming to you guys with this live action deck profile of Red Eyes Black Dragons. This is actually more of a hybrid Chaos Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon crossover deck. It's not like the traditional Red Eyes deck, but it has been a very fun deck, and it's been pretty decent in testing, so I figured I would go ahead and share it with you guys. Starting off with the Red Eyes engine, I do play the 3 copies of Blackstone of Legend. Sorry about that, I had to make sure I was in the frame. Blackstone of Legend is a very powerful card. Opening this and Stack actually is really good play when you open this and Dragon Shrine. And any Black Dragon, which is a card I get to later, is very powerful. But either way, the on with the rest of the deck, I play 3 copies of Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. Very key card, very important to play 3, and I do back him up with 1 regular Red Eyes Black Dragon. Yeah, it's a vanilla, and it kind of sucks to draw, but at the same time it doesn't, because we have called Redstone, so it's not so bad. Then I play 1 copy of Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning. Yes, it is a Gemini, and I know, guys, I do not play the Red Eyes Fusion in the Chaos variant. It's just not very versatile. It doesn't do what I need it to do in this variant of the deck, so that is just how I play it. Then for the last Red Eyes engine card I do have is Red Eyes Darkness Mega Dragon, which is just a all-around powerful dragon monster in general. It's played in any dragon type deck. And then for the last dragon, just dragon support card I have is Keeper of the Shrine. It is extremely useful in this deck because of its ability to special summon itself from either the hand or graveyard and being treated as true tribute, so you can get those Red Eyes out of your hand and onto the field where you need them, for those scenarios in which you need to do that. Into the Chaos engine, I play 1 Black Luster Soldier, 1 Light Postal Dragon, 1 Dark Arm Dragon, 1 Eclipse Wyvern, 2 Black Dragon, and 2 White Dragon. 2 and 2 is very nice. It doesn't clog at all, and I actually play a card I'll get to later that helps them get out of your hand when they do clog. But if you open Black Dragon and Dragon Shrine, you have a first turn Darkness Mega and Flare Dragon combo that puts, I think, 40. It can put a lot of damage on board, pretty much. And then the last monster is a Hand Trap, which is Velo. Velo's light. There's a very low light count to dark count ratio, so it kind of helps with the light count, and also gives a little bit of effect negation to help protect your Cosmian and Castad, mostly. Into the spells, spell count is Wageki, Soul Charge. Soul Charge is amazing in this deck. You can make such a big board. 1 for 1. 1 for 1 is very good. Foolish Burial, Allure of Darkness, Sacred Sword 7-star because a lot of your monsters are over 7. 1 Dragon's Mirror. Dragon's Mirror actually does allow you to get into the big fusion monster and the first dragon, or is it First of the Dragon? Yeah, it's First of the Dragons, which is a very powerful monster as well, and it's just really good late game. 1 Silver Squire. Would like to bump this to 2. It's a very powerful card, but right now it's working well at 1. I play 2 Card of Redstone. I do have a 3rd one, I just choose not to play it. I find 3 can become kind of dead because you want to get your dragons to the graveyard with this card's second effect plus Dragon Shrine and Foolish Barrier. You usually want out of the big dragons to kind of discard. Then for that we play 3 copies of Dragon Shrine. Dragon Shrine's very good in the Chaos engine base, because you can really set up your graveyard, and it's also really good in these scenarios where you just want to use it to such the Blackstone Legends, using it as like a Rhoda. And also, guys, I will go over a short combo in the end of this that will, where I'll show you guys the basic combo with the Dragon Shrine. Then I played 2 Color Hamos. Like I said, this card helps so much with getting the white and black dragons out of your hand, and it is just ridiculous on how good this card can be. Also, the Black Dragon Sword is level 7, so if you summon it when there's no monsters on the field, Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword just stays on the field and it doesn't equip to anything. and that helps you get your, that's like one half your big boss monster. Or you can just use it as a power up and punch over Cosmos, Dark Destroyers, and that sort of thing. And then the last spell card is 2 copies of Mystic Space Typhoon, but so I have a little bit of backward hate, mostly to go with Emptiness, because Emptiness kills this deck to death. It just kills this deck completely all to hell. Speaking of which, 1 Emptiness. Now, however it does kill the deck, Emptiness is too good not to play right now. And also, if you flip Emptiness after you make your bold, you're fine. Bottomless, Solemn, and 1 Wiretap to round off the main deck. Only 4 trap cards. It's a very small trap lineup, but the traps that you do play is pretty significant. Okay, on to the extra. We got 2 copies of Wiresback Dragon Sword. Also, we'll consider adding Nodin, but just, yeah, he's kind of an eh card. 1 Fuss of the Dragon, and 1 copy of Archfang Black Skull Dragon. Both of these are very good, and they do both come up about equally with the Dragon's Meal. Then I got 2 copies of Wire's Black Meta Flare Dragon. This is inherently one of your bigger boss monsters. It cannot be destroyed by card effects, and it has 2800 attack points. That is very hard to get over, and it has this additional continuous effect. As long as this card has Xyz materials, anytime a card effect is activated, when it resolves, you inflict 500 damage to your opponent. So this is just amazing. If your opponent wants to build a Pendulum Scare, that's 1000 damage. So that's just enormously amount of damage. Plus, if they use Trick Crown or anything, that's 1500 damage for Trick Crown. If they want to use a Instant Fusion, that Instant Fusion play just became a 2000 point play, because Instant Fusion you pay 1000. Nodin's effect will trigger, so you get burned for Nodin, and you get burned for activating the Instant Fusion. So there's a whole 2000 points of damage in that one play alone. Plus the extra deck monsters only don't do any good when they summon it if it has an effect to more or less do something, like a Castel. We got 1 Master Blades, mostly for like Rogue BA decks and stuff. It just comes up. Dracosac still very useful, guys. Yes, Dark Flare Dragon, Mega Flare Dragon is very powerful as well. You can go into it more. But this actually has Spot Remover built into it too, so it's definitely something to keep in mind and never forget you have it. 1 copy of Big Eye. Now, Big Eye is obviously Big Eye, and it's just not much explanatory. Sorry for the mismatched cards sleeves on the extra deck, guys. Just kind of didn't put them all in the same sleeves. Castel, 101, Abyss Dweller, Rhapsody, Windtalk Valiant, Cowboy, and the only one you really summon a lot is actually Queen Dragon de Jin, because she brings back dragons from the graveyard, and as long as she's on the field, I do believe you can only attack her. So that is like really powerful, and it just comes up a lot, and you make it a lot, and it's very good. Either way, guys, that was the deck profile. Now I'll go into that combo I was telling you about really quick. So all you need for this combo is basically a Dragon Shrine and a Black Dragon in your hand. In your opening hand, these are the only 2 cards you need, and this alone is a very powerful play, because all you do is you activate Dragon Shrine. Okay, Dragon Shrine, and you dump a Flare Dragon to the graveyard. Now, Flare Dragon, when it hits the graveyard, since it is a Gemini, is treated as a normal monster. So if the dragon, this would be normal, so this would send another card, and with that you send Eclipse Wave One. Eclipse Wave One's effect would trigger, and with that you banish. What is he? There he is. Wet MD. So Wet MD is now banished. Make sure it's all in the frame. Yeah, okay, we're good. Wet MD is now banished. So what you do is you then banish Eclipse Wave One to special summon the Black Dragon. Eclipse Wave One will effect will activate, and this will add the Wet MD back to your hand. These 2 cards are still in the graveyard. You then banish the Black Dragon to summon Wet MD. Then Wet MD can return, special summon back the Flare Dragon. Now you got a 2800 point beat stick and a 2400 point beat stick, and you haven't even used your normal summon yet. So if you open like a Blackstone Legends, you know, you could really just go off more, get like into rank 7. There's so many more options, and powerful plays you can do. And that's just with this more or less 2-card combo. And if your opponent doesn't have much, you can actually Gemini summon this, which is more or less you sacrifice your normal summon to use this effect. Go into the battle phase, and I believe that is 70. What is that? That is like 24 and 24 is 48. So 48 and 28 is 72, I think. Off the top of my head, sorry about that. Bad math. But you know, good at the same time. Either way, that's like roughly 200 damage. And that's just massive off these 2 cards, off a 2-card combo, guys. So keep that in mind. This deck has a lot of potential. It's just a lot of the other decks in today's format is, you know, just generally better, I guess. Same principle is actually if you open Eclipse Wyvern in your hand and a, where is he? You know, you gotta open, pretty much if you open Black Dragon, Eclipse Wyvern, and the Core of Hamos. This is also very equally good play. What you will first do is you activate Core of Hamos, and you fuse with the Eclipse Wyvern in your hand. Okay? This will trigger Eclipse Wyvern's effect, and you will also get a Rise Black Dragon Sword. Now, as long as this is your first turn and there's no monsters on the field, this will stay on the field, guys. But if your opponent has a monster, this is forced to equip to it. That is something very worth noting. And you will then banish the WetMD. Then you will banish this to get back WetMD to summon these. And then, you know, you would then banish this to summon the WetMD. And you still have a really big bold heal. However, keep in mind, guys, this is only essentially a 3-card opening hand. So if you actually open like one of these, you could use one of these effects, summon it, overlay, or just press for a lot of damage depending on the scenario which you're in. Like I said, Dark Hole or Geki. I don't play Dark Hole, but I definitely side Dark Hole. And these are just all hands. I will do some duel videos for this deck, and it's a very fun deck. I hope you guys definitely check it out and try it out for yourselves. And thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.